Gossip Cop reports that Stephen Fry says that God is evil and stupid. Let me tell you something. You married your 24-year-old, or should I say young boyfriend. Meanwhile, you're in your 50s. That's like Muhammad marrying his 9-year-old wife. It's wrong, it's disgusting, and it's definitely something God doesn't condone. Why don't you go join the religion of Muhammad the Prophet? You two seem to like way younger significant others. You have something in common, so when you ask to join the religion, they'll welcome you with open arms. Yeah, open firearms, and probably shoot you, because Muhammad, Islam, and the Muslim religion don't like gays, and they hung 2 of them and set one on fire. Fucking go to hell, you pedophile. And as for the significant other, in your case, insignificant other, because in the Patty Duke show, the younger brother was faced with the problem of eventually being asked to a dance by a girl. I don't want to get into the whole episode, but what happened was Ross, the younger brother, had a talk with his father, which went something like this. First it's one dance, then it's another, and pretty soon you're going to have to take care of her. I'd rather play baseball. But then his father said something along the lines of, when you get older, you will have different interests. Girls will be one of them. And that's what happened. He took her to the dance and had a great time. That's what manhood is all about. As a boy, you think girls are icky. We all do. But then we learn to get along with them. And that's how it's been for years and years. Boys and girls. Ever heard this line from a show? One day you'll grow up, meet a girl, and have a family of your own. It's common knowledge for boys to like girls and to call the creator of all men and women stupid for designing a pattern for men and women to like each other is essentially denying evolution. Okay, moving on. Because now the Associated Press reports that man gets life for poisoning wife. All we know about the woman who poisoned her 5-year young son is that she is in court. And this ties with the next story, which comes to us from Shape. 6 surprising things that make you tired. Number 1 would be the false promise of gender equality while secretly favoring the women, and a prime example of that would be the comparison I just made about the poisoned wife and the poisoned son. Oh, excuse me. With different consequences. The man is in prison and the wife is in court. We're getting pretty tired of that. Outrage in Mideast over ISIS killing a pilot. ISIS seeks to up the ante. The militant group is hoping to terrify opponents with the recent execution of Jordanian pilot Mouth al-Kasasbeh. Number 2 would be Obama downplays terror threat. You all just heard me basically say ISIS is trying to intimidate others when they kill the pilot. A bully beats up a victim a bully beats up kids weaker than himself, and the result would be the other kids try to avoid him because they notice his presence. We're not talking about a simple school bully here. We are talking about people who have no regard for human life. Only use for it is to make their presence known and feared. One giant step up from a bully. And for Obama to downplay that, well, we're getting pretty tired of that too. I don't know about everyone else, but I really am getting tired of it because I lose sleep thinking about what will happen if ISIS ever takes over. By the way, terrorism is commonly defined as violent acts or threat of violent acts intended to create fear, terror, perpetrated for a religious, political, or ideological goal. If we put 2 and 2 together, he brings these Islamic extremists over here, and they wind up killing Americans because they don't want to join Islam. That scares us, creating fear. Therefore, by definition, Obama is a terrorist. The New York Times Daily reports that Chris Christie enjoys luxury travel while others pay. That's the exact headline. President Obama's fundraising trips are funded by taxpayer money, reported by Judicial Watch. With that being said, taxpayers spent $1.5 million on President Obama's personal trips. Obama's Labor Day trips cost taxpayers $1,539,402. Altogether, the Obamas spent over $44 million on travel, but yet we're only hearing about Chris Christie's travel expenses. Two people doing the exact same thing, but only one gets criticized for. You know what? Sing it with me, everybody. Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything I can do better than you. MarketWatch reports 10 things you should never buy again. 1. A president solely elected on the color of his skin telling us he's going to end racial tension in the United States. 2. A Muslim bringing over Islamic extremists having U.S. citizens killed and telling us we're winning the war on terror. I could go on, but the main point is not to buy the word of a democratically backed candidate for president. I still cannot get over the fact that we as a nation have allowed this Muslim to infiltrate the country. 6. Bosnian immigrants were arrested for deliberately sending money and supplies to terrorist groups, including ISIS. What I do know is ISIS is the richest terrorist organization in the world because the U.S. government is doing the exact same thing. Remember, I said this before, ISIS did seize our weapons twice, so either that is deliberation or incompetence. There is no in between, and Obama, along with Eric Holder, should be thrown in jail. Wait a minute. Consequences arise because one group of people were caught aiding ISIS, but not even a suggestion for impeachment comes to attention, even though the Obama administration did the exact same thing. I think they have a word for that. Ah, yes. Good old hypocrisy at your service yet again. I'm going to throw something at you. If a man is born a man but yet wants to be a woman, so he gets a sex change, becomes a woman. But they also say that gay men are attracted to women's bodies. So if the gay man gets a sex change to a woman, he won't be attracted to other gay men. Lesbians would want me. So what does this mean? Lesbians equal gay men? You see how confusing it gets. Whatever happened to being yourself? You were born a man, just be a man. You were born a woman, just be a woman. And let the chips fall where they may. Not the genitals where they may in an operating room. Don't get a sex change. Speaking of gay and whatnot, one of the liberals' arguments for legalizing gay marriage is that 50 years ago it was illegal for a black man to marry a white woman, or a white man to marry a black woman. It was immensely different. Now we're talking about two women getting married here. We have the bride, the bridesmaid, the flower girl, and then the bachelorette party with all those lesbian girls. With all those females I just mentioned, we're not talking about making history like with legalizing interracial marriage. We're talking about a slumber party. Finally, I wanted to end tonight's video with yet more hypocrisy from the liberals. Or should I say, libpocracy, since it's so common among them. Man charged in slaying of 3 Muslim students. The father of 2 of the victims believes the incident in Chapel Hill was more than just a dispute over parking space, a hate crime. Listen to these. 9/25/2014. USA Moore, Oklahoma. A Sharia advocate beheads a woman after calling for Islamic terror and posting an Islamist beheading photo. 6/1/2014. USA Seattle, Washington. 2 homosexuals are murdered by an Islamic extremist. 4/27/2014. USA Skyway, Washington. A 30-year-old man is murdered by a Muslim fanatic. 3/6/2014. USA Port Boulevard, Texas. A Muslim man shoots his lesbian daughter and her lover to death and leaves a copy of the Quran open to a page condemning homosexuality. 8/4/2013. USA Richmond, CA. A convert, quote, on a mission from Allah, stabbed a store clerk to death. 4/19/2013, USA, Boston, Massachusetts. Jihadist gunned down a university police officer sitting in his car. 4/15/2013, USA, Boston, Massachusetts. Foreign-born Muslims describing themselves as very religious donate 2 bombs packed with ball bearings at the Boston Marathon, killing 3 people and causing several more to lose limbs. By the way, the trial for this is still going on. 3/24/2013, USA, Ashtabula, Ohio. A Muslim convert walks into a church service with a Quran and guns down his Christian follower praising Allah. 2/7/2013, Buena Vista, New Jersey. A Muslim targets and beheads 2 Christian Coptic immigrants. 1/15/2012, USA, Houston, Texas. A 30-year-old Christian convert is shot to death by a devout Muslim. 9/11/2011, USA, Waltham, Massachusetts. 3 Jewish men have their throats slashed by Muslim terrorists. I'm going to say what I've seen a lot of YouTube comments read. The only good Muslim is a dead Muslim. And another thing, are these not hate crimes? This is the United States. We are the #1 citizens. We should have priority. Close the borders. Don't let anyone who poses a potential threat to us get in. Don't let them enroll in social programs taking your tax money. And I swear, we will all be happy and we'll all vote for you. I have one more question. If everybody from every other country wants to come here, then what the hell is the point of having other countries?